السلام الملكي الأردني تعزفه الفرقة الموسيقية للقوات المسلحة الأردنية، والنشيد الوطني الإسرائيلي تعزفه الفرقة الموسيقية لجيش الدفاع الإسرائيلي، كما تعزف الفرقتان النشيد الوطني الأمريكي. وتطلق المدفعية الأردنية والإسرائيلية خلال عزف النشيد الوطني لكل دولة 21 طلقة.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, ההמנונים, את המנון הממלכה ההאשמית הירדנית תנגן תזמורת הצבא הירדני. את התקווה תנגן תזמורת צבא ההגנה לישראל. את המנונה של ארצות הברית של אמריקה ינגנו שתי התזמורות של צבא ירדן ושל צבא ההגנה לישראל. בזמן נגינת ההמנונים יירו שתי סוללות תותחים, ישראלית וירדנית במשותף, 21 מטחי אש. Ladies and gentlemen, the anthem of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan will be played by the orchestra of the Jordan Armed Forces. Hatikva will be played by the orchestra of the Israel Defense Forces. Both orchestras will play the national anthem of the United States of America. During the national anthems, two units, one from Israel, the other from Jordan, will fire 21 gun salutes. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem.
أردنيين وإسرائيليين، أولئك الذين يأتي حفل السلام هذا متأخرا بالنسبة لهم، نحيي ذكراهم ونفتقدهم.
נכבד את זכרם של חללי הצבאות והאזרחים משתי המדינות, ישראל וירדן, אשר טקס שלום זה איחר עבורם את המועד. אנחנו אוהבים אותם. Let us honor the memory of the fallen, soldiers and civilians of both countries, Israel and Jordan, for whom this peace ceremony has come too late. We love them and we miss them.
الرجاء الجلوس.
Please sit. הקהל מבקש לשבת.
القارئ الشيخ محمود خليل دبش يتلو علينا آيات من الذكر الحكيم.
השייח מחמוד חליל דבש יקרא את הקטע מן הקוראן. Sheikh Mahmoud Khalil Dabash will now read from the Holy Quran.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا ادخلوا في السلم كافة ادخلوا في السلم كافة ولا تتبعوا خطوات الشيطان إنه لكم عدو مبين. فإن زللتم من بعد ما جاءتكم البينات فإن الله عزيز حكيم. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. آمن الرسول آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته.
Rabbi Shiar Yashov Cohen, Chief Rabbi of Haifa, will read Psalm 121.
שיר למעלות. אשא עיניי אל ההרים, מאין יבוא עזרי. עזרי מעם אדוני, עושה שמיים וארץ. אל יתן למות רגליך, אל ינום שומרך. הנה לא ינום ולא יישן שומר ישראל. אדוני שומרך, אדוני צילך על יד ימינך. יומם השמש לא יככה וירח בלילה. אדוני ישמורך מכל רע, ישמור את נפשך. אדוני ישמור צאתך ובואך מעתה ועד עולם. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Amen.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, זרי פרחים לנשיא ארצות הברית, למלך הממלכה הירדנית ההאשמית, לנשיא מדינת ישראל ולראש ממשלת ישראל, יגישו הילדה היבה סמאדי, שהסבא שלה נפל במלחמת ששת הימים, והילדה לי לוטן מישראל, שגם הסבא שלה נפל במלחמת ששת הימים.
باقات من الزهور لرئيس الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية وجلالة الملك الحسين ورئيس دولة إسرائيل ورئيس الوزراء الإسرائيلي، تقدمها هبة صمادي من الأردن، والتي سقط جدها في حرب عام 67، ولي لوتان من إسرائيل، والتي سقط جدها أيضا في حرب 67. Bouquets for the President of the United States, the King of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, the President of the State of Israel, and the Prime Minister of the State of Israel will be presented by Hiba Smadi of Jordan, whose grandfather fell in the War of 67, and by Li Lotan of Israel, whose grandfather also fell in the 67 war. سيداتي سادتي، جلالة الملك الحسين المعظم ملك المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية يتحدث إلينا.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, הגיע פרק הברכות והנאומים. את דברו של המלך חוסיין הראשון, מלך הממלכה ההאשמית הירדנית, King Hussein the First, King of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, will now address us.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Peace be upon you all. God's peace. The greeting with which Muslims and Arabs receive their guests, exchange amongst each other, the greeting that has been taken to every part of the world over a long and cherished history and past. It is with a sense of enormous pride a sense of fulfillment that I stand here before you today together with President Clinton, Prime Minister Rabin, President Weizmann, and all our distinguished colleagues and friends. An unusual day. A day like no other in terms of the hopes, in terms of the promise, and in terms of the determination, God willing, and with God's blessing of us all, to remember this day as long as we live, and for future generations, Jordanians, Israelis, Arabs, Palestinians, all children of Abraham, to remember it as the dawning of the new era of peace, mutual respect between us all, tolerance, and the coming together of people of generations to come beyond this time to build and achieve what is worthy of them. We will always cherish the memory and honor all those who have fallen over the years from amongst all of our peoples. I believe they are with us on this occasion. And at this time, as we come together to ensure, God willing, that there will be no more death, no more misery, no more suspicion, no more fear, no more uncertainty of what each day might bring, as has been the case in the past. Prime Minister Rabin and I had the honor of signing the Washington Declaration. with President Clinton, our partner and our friend. And we took it upon us, Prime Minister Ishaq Rabin and myself, to shepherd the process of negotiations to a successful conclusion. I believe that both of us share in this moment of achievement and pride and relief for hopefully we have contributed towards a better future of our peoples for all times to come. The Prime Minister of Israel, the Prime Minister of Jordan will shortly ratify the peace treaty between our two countries. This will be witnessed by President Clinton. In a matter of days, we will have completed in Jordan the passage of this peace treaty through the legislature. I, who have accompanied my colleagues throughout this process, Prime Minister Majali since Madrid, my brother, Crown Prince Hassan, and every Jordanian who has been involved and honored to be involved in this peace process, fully support every word and every letter in this peace process between Jordan and Israel. I know it is supported by the overwhelming majority of our people. We've learned today of its passage through the Israeli Knesset by an overwhelming majority. These are the moments in which we live. The past and the future. This great valley in which we stand will become the valley of peace. And when we come together to build it and to make it bloom as never before, when we come to live next to each other as never before, we will be doing so, Israelis and Jordanians together. Without the need for any to observe our actions or supervise our endeavors. This is peace with dignity. This is peace with commitment. This is our gift to our peoples and the generations to come. It will herald the change in the quality of life of people. It will not be simply a piece of paper ratified by those responsible, blessed by the world. It will be real as we open our hearts and minds to each other, as we discover a human face to everything that has happened and to each other. For all of us have suffered for far too long. President Clinton, you have been our partner, you have been our friend, you have given us your support together with the administration of the United States of America. You are at the helm during these historic moments. We will always remember the warmth of your welcome to us both in Washington and the warmth of the welcome of the people of the United States of America, with which they received our news and lauded our achievements. No one will ever forget this day. And in particular, we will always remember the fact that you personally came to be with us here on this most happy of occasions, at the end of a chapter of darkness and the opening of a book of light. Ever proud of our friendship. God bless you and give you every future success. And maybe the world needs some good examples of what should happen between people. And hopefully this might herald similar progress, not only on all the tracks here in this region, because we are all committed to a comprehensive peace. We wish it, and hopefully it will be, but throughout the world that is the home of all of us, that in itself is so small, but so much needs to be addressed and met for humanity and for the future. Behind us here, you see Eilat and Aqaba, the way we have lived over the years, in such close proximity, unable to meet, to visit each other, to develop this beautiful part of the world. No more. As we look into the future beyond this point, with determination, with hope, with commitment, we survive the hard times. Let our people beyond this point in time enjoy the good times. I would like to thank all our friends all our distinguished guests who join us here today, the representative of President Yeltsin, Foreign Minister of Russia, distinguished foreign ministers, our Arab brethren from our greater Arab homeland, our guests from throughout the world, our friends, and a very hearty welcome to all of you, Jordanians and Israelis alike, at this very precious moment. God bless you all.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, גבירותיי ורבותיי, רשות הדיבור לראש ממשלת ישראל ושר הביטחון שלה, מר יצחק רבין.
السيد إسحاق رابين رئيس وزراء ووزير دفاع دولة إسرائيل يتحدث إلينا. Mr. Yitzhak Rabin, Prime Minister of the State of Israel and Minister of Defense, will now address us.
חג שמח. חג שמח לעם בישראל, חג שמח לעם בירדן. מי ייתן ויום זה יביא סוף פסוק למלחמות, אלימות, פעולות איבה, ויותר לא נדע עוד מלחמה. ברשותכם, אעבור לשפה האנגלית. Your Majesty, King Hussein I, President Clinton, President Weizmann, the foreign ministers of our countries, distinguished guests from all over the world, the peoples of Jordan and Israel. From this podium, I look around and I see the Arava. Along the horizon, from the Jordanian side and the Israeli side, I see only a desert. There is almost no life here. There is no water, no well, and not a spring, only minefields. Such were the relations between Israel and Jordan during the last 47 years. A desert. No one green leaf, no trees, not even a single flower. There comes a time when there is a need to be strong and to make courageous decisions to overcome the minefields, the drought, the barrenness between our two peoples. We have known many days of sorrow. You have known many days of grief. But bereavement unites us, as does bravery. And we honor those who sacrificed their lives. We both must draw on the springs of our great spiritual resources to forgive the anguish we caused each other, to clear the minefields that divided us for so many years, and to supplant it with fields of plenty. For nearly 2 generations, desolation pervaded the heart of our two peoples. The time has now come not merely to dream of a better future, but to realize it. Leaders should clear the path, should show the way, but the road itself must be paved by both peoples. I don't believe that we would have reached this great moment without the desire for peace in the hearts of both peoples, in the hearts of the soldiers and the intellectuals, in the hearts of the farmers and of the lorry drivers who drive through the Arava highways in Jordan and Israel, in the hearts of teachers and of the little children. Both nations were determined that the great revolution in the Middle East would take place in their generation. From this podium, I look around and I see the Arava, and I see you, our generation and the next. We are the ones who will transform this barren place into a fertile oasis. The drab browns and the dull grays will birth forth in a living, vibrant greens. Your Majesty, peace between states is peace between peoples. It is an expression of trust and esteem. I have learned to know and admire the quiet and the smiling power with which you guard your nation and the courage with which you lead your people. It is not only our states that are making peace with each other today, not only our nations that are shaking hands in peace here in the Arava. You and I, Your Majesty, are making peace here, our own peace, the peace of soldiers and the peace of friends. President Clinton, thank you for your tremendous support throughout the entire process, which was vital for the achievement of this final result. I would like to thank many others on the Israeli side, on the Jordanian side, that worked very hard, day and night, that we will be allowed to reach this great moment. The Foreign Minister of Israel, the head of our team, Eliakim Rubinstein, Ephraim Halevi, and many others that no doubt contributed a lot to this great achievement. A dawn broke this morning and a new day began. New life came into the world. Babies were born in Jerusalem. Babies were born in Amman. But this morning is different. To the mother of the Jordanian newborn, a blessed day to you. To the mother of the Israeli newborn, a blessed day to you. The peace that was born today gives us all the hope that the children born today will never know war between us, and their mothers will know no sorry. Allow me to end by the simple words, Shalom, Salam, peace.
السيد وارن كريستوفر وزير خارجية الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية يتحدث إلينا الآن.
רשות הדיבור לשר החוץ האמריקני, Secretary of State Warren Christopher, please.
Your Majesty King Hussein, President Weizmann, President Clinton, Prime Minister Rabin, Prime Minister Majali, fellow foreign ministers, Crown Prince Hassan, ladies and gentlemen. Less than 90 days ago, I had the great honor of witnessing from this very spot the opening of the Israeli-Jordanian border crossing. This place that for decades was nothing more than a field of nines was turned overnight into a field of dreams. Today we're again honored to bear witness as those dreams come true. King Hussein, Prime Minister Rabin, the entire world salutes your courage, your vision, and your skill. Each of you has dedicated your distinguished careers to a single noble calling: to build for your peoples and your nations a future of hope and a future of peace. By your extraordinary achievement here this afternoon, your life's work is a long step toward completion. As President Clinton has said, the United States stands shoulder to shoulder with Israel and Jordan. We did 3 months ago when you ended your state of war, and we do today when you inaugurate your state of peace. And we will be there tomorrow and beyond as you build the bonds of human contact and the common interest that will ensure a lasting reconciliation. This is truly a day of rejoicing, of reconciliation, and of recommitment. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, רשות הדיבור לאנדרי קוזירב, שר החוץ הרוסי.
السيد أندري كوزيريف وزير خارجية روسيا. Mr. Andrei Kozyrev, Foreign Minister of Russia, will now address us.
Your Majesty King Hussein bin Talal, Your Excellencies Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, President Weizmann, President Bill Clinton of the United States, dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to convey to this gathering welcoming address of the President of the Russian Federation, Boris Yeltsin. I quote, "I wish to extend my cordial congratulations to His Majesty King Hussein and His Excellency Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin, as well as to the peoples of Jordan and Israel, with the historic accomplishment, signature of the Treaty of Peace. It has become possible due to political courage and statesmanship of the leaders of Jordan and Israel. Having surmounted all the apprehensions and having broken down the wall of mistrust, you extended a hand of peace to each other. And now you lay down a foundation for further reinforcement and development of mutual understanding and good neighborly relations between Jordan and Israel. We are confident now that creative energy of the peoples of both countries will be aimed at their prosperity and well-being and at building of a happy future for the succeeding generations. Today's event is impressive success of the Madrid peace process that has developed under co-sponsorship of Russia and the United States of America. Russia intends to go on with its practical promotion of the final cessation of the Arab-Israeli conflict and support for the implementation of the Israeli-Jordanian agreements. Signed, Boris Yeltsin. And allow me on my part just to express my personal admiration for the political courage of all present here, heads of states and governments of both Jordan and Israel, and assure you that Russia, as a co-sponsor of the peace process, will be with you and with others on all tracks until there is firm peace, and after that, in building truly prospective life in this region. Thank you.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, שר החוץ של ישראל, מר שמעון פרס.
السيد شمعون بيريز وزير الخارجية الإسرائيلي. Mr. Shimon Peres, Foreign Minister of Israel, will now address us.
Your Majesty, the King of Jordan, the President of the United States, the President of the State of Israel, the Prime Minister of Israel, Yitzhak Rabin, the Prime Minister of Jordan, El-Majali, my colleagues, foreign ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In addition to expressing my thanks to the President of the United States for his tremendous support, to King Hussein for its outstanding leadership, I shall do something improper and tell about my own Prime Minister. He did a great job with great courage and wisdom. We were born as sons of Abraham. Now we have to become brothers in the family of Abraham. Not our birth, but our outlook should be different, where a person to a person will be a host, not a hostage, that we shall mutually help each other, understand each other, and permit me to say, to pray for each other. It is not just a peace of the braves. Permit me to say, this is a peace of mothers with their children born and unborn. A peace for today and a peace for tomorrow. I see the desert here too. Nature made it brown. Science will make it green. War made it dead. Peace will make it alive. And we shall see an entirely new landscape for us and for our neighbors. This is the third time that we are making steps toward peace. It's not the end of the road. I hope what has happened today under the brilliant leadership of King Hussein and Yitzhak Rabin will go on, will walk on, will march on until the whole Middle East will be a region of peace, of promise, and prosperity. Now, please don't forget that I'm a foreign minister, so I shall take this occasion to thank our friend, the Foreign Minister of Egypt, first to make peace, supporting peace all the time. I would like to thank the foreign ministers of Europe and their head of today, Dr. Kinkel, for an ongoing support to make this peace not just a matter of a policy, but an issue of a new reality. Thank you very much. We want to thank the United States for the Middle East. It's a godsend support. No other power has ever supported other nations who need peace as the United States did it. It's a pleasure to see the United States and Russia working together. It wasn't always the case in the Middle East. This is a new addition, and we welcome it with our full heart. We seek among us some other candidates for peace. Welcome to the club. The sooner, the better. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great day. It's a great hope. It's a moving occasion for many of us who dreamed it. Now it became a reality. It is not just the end of war. This is the beginning of a new cooperation. Let's dream together. We got the license. Thank you.
سيداتي سادتي، السيد ويليام جيفرسون كلينتون رئيس الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية يتحدث الآن إلينا.
ועכשיו דברו של נשיא ארצות הברית, the President of the United States of America, William Jefferson Clinton.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. King Hussein, President Weitzman, Prime Minister Rabin, Prime Minister Majali, Crown Prince Hassan, Foreign Minister Perez, Foreign Minister Kozyrev, the Secretary of State, to the people of Jordan and Israel, with a special thanks to those who are our cheering section up there. We thank you all. At the dawn of this peace of the generations, in this ancient place, we celebrate the history and the faith of Jordanians and Israelis. But we break the chains of the past that for too long have kept you shackled in the shadows of strife and suffering. We thank those who have worked for peace before. We celebrate the efforts of brave leaders who saw the bright horizon of this dawn even while the darkness lingered. This vast, bleached desert hides great signs of life. Today we see the proof of it, for peace between Jordan and Israel is no longer a mirage. It is real. It will take root in this soil. It will grow to great heights and shelter generations to come. Today we honor the constant and devoted work of two courageous leaders, two who have risked everything so that their children and their children's children need fight nor fear no more. King Hussein, today in this arid place, you bring to full flower the memory of the man who taught you to seek peace, your grandfather, King Abdullah. When he was martyred 4 decades ago, he left you with a great burden and a great dream. He believed that one day on both sides of the River Jordan, Arab and Jew would live in peace. How bravely you have shouldered that burden and carried that dream. Now, after so much danger and so much hardship, Your Majesty, your day has come. Truly, you have fulfilled your grandfather's legacy. Prime Minister Rabin, you have spent a lifetime as a soldier, fighting first to establish your country and then for so long to defend it. For a lifetime, you have fought with skill and tenacity and courage simply to achieve a secure and lasting peace for your people. Now you have given them the hope of life after the siege. In your own words, you have now given them the challenge to furnish the house of Israel and make it a home. As a general, you have won many battles through strength and courage. But now, through strength and courage, you command the army of peace, and you have won the greatest victory of all. We salute you. As has been said before, this treaty is the product of many hands. Crown Prince Hassan and Foreign Minister Perez know better than any of us that peace does not spring full grown. It requires cultivation. It requires patience and care. We salute their devotion and persistence and the wise and determined counsel of Secretary Christopher. We are in all their debt, and we thank them. I say to the people of Israel and Jordan, now you must make this peace real, to turn no man's land into every man's home, to take down the barbed wire, to remove the deadly mines, to help the wounds of war to heal. Open your borders, open your hearts. Peace is more than an agreement on paper. It is feeling, it is activity, it is devotion. The forces of terror will try to hold you back. Already they take deadly aim at the future of peace. In their zeal to kill hope and keep hatred alive, they would deny all that peace can bring to your children. We cannot, we must not, we will not let them succeed. The United States stands with you. Since President Truman first recognized Israel, we have wished for and worked for comprehensive peace between Israel and all her neighbors. On behalf of all Americans, including millions of Jewish and Arab Americans, for whom this day means so much, I thank you for trusting America to help you arrive at this moment. The American people are very proud of the opportunity we have had. And now let the work of progress bear fruit. Here at the first of many crossing points to be open, people from every corner of the earth will soon come to share in the wonders of your lands. There are resources to be found in the desert, minerals to be drawn from the sea, water to be separated from salt and used to fertilize the fields. Here, where slaves in ancient times were forced to take their chisels to the stone, the earth, as the Quran says, will stir and swell and bring forth life. The desert, as Isaiah prophesied, shall rejoice and blossom. Here your people will drink water from the same well and savor together the fruit of the vine. As you seize this moment, be assured that you will redeem every life sacrificed along the long road that brought us to this day. You will take the hatred out of hearts, and you will pass along to your children a peace for the generations. Your Majesty, Mr. Prime Minister, here in the Great Rift Valley, you have bridged the tragic rift that separated your people for too long. Here in this region, which is the home of not only both your faiths, but mine, I say, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall inherit the earth.
سيداتي سادتي، لقد حان وقت السلام. أتشرف بالدعوة إلى طاولة التوقيع رئيس وزراء دولة إسرائيل السيد إسحاق رابين ودولة رئيس وزراء المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية الدكتور عبد السلام المجالي. يقف بجانبهم رئيس الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية السيد ويليام جيفرسون كلينتون، جلالة الملك الحسين المعظم ملك المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية، رئيس دولة إسرائيل السيد عيزر وايتمان، سمو الأمير الحسن المعظم، وزير الخارجية السيد شمعون بيريز، وزير الخارجية السيد وارن كريستوفر، وزير الخارجية السيد أندري קוזרב.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, הגיעה עת חתימה, עת השלום. מוזמנים אל שולחן החתימה ראש ממשלת ישראל, מר יצחק רבין, ראש ממשלת ירדן, הדוקטור עבד אל-סלאם אל-מג'לי, ולידם כבוד נשיא ארצות הברית ויליאם ג'פרסון קלינטון, מלך הממלכה הירדנית ההאשמית המלך חוסיין, נשיא מדינת ישראל עזר ויצמן, נסיך הכתר הנסיך חסן, שר החוץ שמעון פרס, שר החוץ וורן כריסטופר, שר החוץ של רוסיה אנדרי קוזירב. Ladies and gentlemen, the time for peace has come. Invited to the signing table are the Prime Minister of Israel, Mr. Yitzhak Rabin, the Prime Minister of Jordan, Dr. Abdel Salam al-Majali, and standing next to them are the President of the United States, Bill Clinton, the King of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, King Hussein I, the President of the State of Israel, Mr. Ezer Weizmann, Crown Prince Hassan, Foreign Minister, Mr. Shimon Peres, the Secretary of State, Warren Christopher, and the Foreign Minister of Russia, Mr. Andrei Kozyrev. זו אם כן החתימה, ואני מתכבד גם להזמין את נשיא ארצות הברית. הוא יחתום כעד על חוזה השלום בין ישראל לבין ירדן.
أتشرف بدعوة رئيس الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية ليوقع كشاهد على اتفاقية السلام بين الأردن وإسرائيل. I invite the President of the United States to sign as a witness the peace treaty between Israel and Jordan.
Let's wait. ועכשיו יחתמו גם על המפות, זה יעבור הפעם בשלום אני מניח. They'll sign the maps now, it'll go fine this time.
سيتم التوقيع على الخرائط الملحقة بالاتفاقية الآن.
תם חלק המפות, יש עוד חלק אחד. על ההסכם יחתמו בראשי תיבות שר החוץ האמריקני וורן כריסטופר, שר החוץ הישראלי שמעון פרס ושר החוץ הרוסי אנדריי קוזירב.
أتشرف بدعوة وزير الخارجية كريستوفر ووزير الخارجية بيريز ووزير الخارجية كوزيريف للتوقيع بالأحرف الأولى على الاتفاقية. I invite Secretary of State Christopher, Foreign Minister Perez and Foreign Minister Kozyrev to initial the peace treaty. For good.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, return to your seats. We would like to go on with the ceremony.
يقوم الآن جلالة الملك الحسين ورئيس الوزراء الإسرائيلي بتبادل الهدايا.
מלך ירדן וראש ממשלת ישראל יחליפו עתה תשורות. The King of Jordan and Prime Minister of Israel will now exchange gifts. גבירותיי ורבותיי, אנחנו מתכבדים להזמין עכשיו אל מול בימת הכבוד את אלוף פיקוד הדרום של צבא ירדן, אלוף פיקוד הדרום של צבא ההגנה לישראל, מפקד כוחות היבשה של צבא ירדן, מפקד כוחות היבשה של צבא ההגנה לישראל, מפקד חיל הים של צבא ירדן, סגן מפקד חיל הים של צבא ההגנה לישראל, מפקד חיל האוויר של צבא ירדן, מפקד חיל האוויר של צבא ההגנה לישראל, וכן את ראש המטה הכללי של צבא ירדן ואת ראש המטה הכללי של צבא ההגנה לישראל.
سيداتي سادتي، أتشرف بدعوة الضباط التالية أسمائهم للوقوف أمام المنصة: قائد المنطقة الجنوبية للقوات المسلحة الأردنية، قائد المنطقة الجنوبية لجيش الدفاع الإسرائيلي، قائد القوات البرية للقوات المسلحة الأردنية، قائد القوات البرية لجيش الدفاع الإسرائيلي، قائد سلاح البحرية الأردني، نائب قائد سلاح البحرية الإسرائيلي، قائد سلاح الجو الأردني، قائد سلاح الجو الإسرائيلي، رئيس هيئة الأركان المشتركة للقوات المسلحة الأردنية، رئيس هيئة الأركان المشتركة لجيش الدفاع الإسرائيلي. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite to stand before the podium Commanding Officer of the Southern Command of the Jordan Armed Forces, Commanding Officer of the Southern Command of the Israel Defense Forces, Commanding Officer of the Ground Forces of the Jordan Armed Forces, Commanding Officer of the Ground Forces of the Israel Defense Forces, the Commander of the Jordanian Navy, the Deputy Commander of the Israeli Navy, the Commander of the Jordanian Air Force, the Commander of the Israeli Air Force, and the Chief of General Staff of the Jordan Armed Forces and the Chief of General Staff of the Israel Defense Forces. سيقوم رجال السلاح الذين كانوا يوما يضغطون على الزناد بمصافحة الأيدي وتبادل الهدايا.
אנשי הצבא שלחצו בעבר על ההדק ילחצו את הידיים ויחליפו מתנות למזכרת. The men of arms whose fingers once pulled triggers will now shake hands and exchange gifts. אנחנו מתקרבים לסיום. לפני סיום, כמו בכל אירוע משפחתי היסטורי, אנחנו מבקשים להנציח את המאורע עם שלושת הגיבורים הראשיים. בבקשה.
يتقدم الآن جلالة الملك الحسين ورئيس الولايات المتحدة ورئيس دولة إسرائيل ورئيس وزراء دولة إسرائيل لأخذ صورة تذكارية. King Hussein, President Clinton, President Weitzman, and Prime Minister Rabin will now step forward for a photo opportunity.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, בהנצחת הרגע הזה, בהצדעת הקצינים הבכירים איש לרעהו, לבימת הכבוד, ולכם, קהל נכבד, ואחר כך בנגינת המנוני ירדן וישראל, יסתיים טקס חתימת חוזה השלום בין ישראל לבין הממלכה ההאשמית הירדנית.
حضرات الضيوف الكرام، وبعزف السلام الملكي الأردني والنشيد الوطني الإسرائيلي ينتهي حفل توقيع معاهدة السلام بين المملكة الأردنية الهاشمية ودولة إسرائيل. With the playing of the national anthems of Jordan and Israel, Your Excellencies and honored guests, the signing ceremony of the peace treaty between the State of Israel and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan comes to an end. سيداتي سادتي، البداية سلام شالوم peace.
גבירותיי ורבותיי, ההתחלה, the beginning, שלום, סלאם, peace.